positive energy. I am grateful for the money I have. My wealth grows daily. I create abundance and share it freely with the world. I am generous with money as I have more than enough. I use my money to make a difference in the world. I deserve prosperity. Wealth flows to me in streams of abundance. I think, talk, and walk like I am wealthy. I am magnetic to money, and it is magnetic to me. There are no boundaries to how much money I will attract into my life. I will always be able to attract more money. Money is energy, and I vibrate on the same frequency. I allow abundance in all areas of my life. I am grateful for all that I have and receive. The only limit to my abundance is my mindset. Money flows to me in expected and unexpected ways. I see myself as wealthy, and that is what I am. Whatever I produce successfully attracts money to me. I am deserving of the prosperity that I want to have. I enjoy providing money with a good home. Abundance flows to me. My wealth multiplies and generates more wealth. I have the right to become wealthy and have whatever I want. People enjoy giving me money. I desire wealth. I use my wealth to make the world a better place. I relinquish all opposition to gaining financial resources. I am confident to overcome any financial difficulties that may arise.
Another very exciting day and last day of the week in the markets. And also, please do not forget that investing and trading should happen at your own risk. So please do your own research before making any trading or investing decisions.
Okay, so a lot of the world, the country, and the markets were paying attention last night to the State of the Union presented by the President of the United States. President Joe Biden laid out plans to reshape the corporate tax system and lower costs for Americans during his State of the Union address. He was quoted to say, "Too many corporations raise prices to pad their profits, charging more and more for less and less." He was very adamant and animated when he was talking about the economy, talking about the tax plans that he has for the billionaires, increasing their tax percentages, and his fight against Big Pharma. A lot of that news had the markets mixed, especially as they waited for the job news that came out this morning. Also, the State of the Union was right on the backs of Powell the head of the Fed going to Capitol Hill to make his testimonies. And so the Fed has not moved to cut interest rates as quickly as investors have wanted. Even so, the day may be coming soon. The central bank's chair, Jerome Powell, said on yesterday, he told a Senate committee that the Fed is not far from being able to ease policy. Powell said that the Fed wants to be more confident inflation is, quote, moving sustainably at its target of 2%. While price increases have eased in recent months, the consumer pricing index rose by a higher than expected 3.1% year over year in January. So these two big geopolitical events happening yesterday, Powell on the Hill and then President Biden giving his State of the Union last night, definitely had the markets talking.
Mm. Yes, it was a very interesting State of the Union, if I may add. All right, heading into some of our stocks and specifically earnings. First up is Costco. I'll have to say I was a little disappointed in the way that their stock moved, but their earnings were heavily lifted by the sale of gold bars, which we've talked about before. I think they sold like $100 million worth of gold bars just in Q4. So people are buying those gold bars, and that actually helped their revenue quite a bit. They also had $1.11 billion just in membership fees, which is awesome. It's actually up from 1.03 billion the year before. So they're doing a really good job of retaining their members and also increasing increasing the amount of members that are joining. So their sales ended up being around 58.44 billion for the quarter. Analysts were expecting them to be closer to 59.04 billion. And this has caused their stock to surprisingly fall. So their stock is actually down. It was actually down as low as almost $40 overnight. It has been trending up this morning, and it's currently down about $25 or 3.19% per share.
All right. And like our Miami native, another one, okay? Stocks notched a strong day ahead of Friday's job report. The S&P 500 notched a record close on Thursday, while the NASDAQ composite hit a fresh high during the session. February job numbers and what they mean for the monetary policy will be on the market catalyst for today. That news came out this morning. As a strong earnings season has helped to buoy stocks. Entering this week, the vast majority of the S&P 500 reported fourth quarter results, and earnings jumped 9.8% from last year and come in 6.2% above expectations. So the SPY is jumping.
Literally. All right. So Broadcom is up next. It's so funny. Their ticker symbol, I feel like, has nothing to do with their name. So it always like, wait, is this the right one? But their ticker symbol is AVGO, and the company Broadcom released their earnings yesterday, and people were kind of anticipating this company to go up. And Broadcom, they announced that they are anticipating $10 billion in AI-related chip revenue this year, but that don't really had nothing to do with last year, okay? And so they reported net revenue of $11.96 billion, and analysts were anticipating their revenue to be closer to $11.71 billion, okay? And their stock was previously down very sharply after their earnings. A lot of these things are already starting to rise up, which is good. But Broadcom was actually down about $41, down about $2.91 from their earnings, and now they are only down about $10, so only down about 0.71%. So it's good that they've been able to rebound, but that's how their earnings performed.
Okay, and one of our top picks of 2024 is continuing to go, as Dominique like to say, to the moon.
Yeah.
Novo Nordisk leapfrogs Tesla, and it's continuing to climb to establish itself among the most valuable companies in the world. The Danish drug maker stock hit a record high on Thursday after the release of promising data on an experimental experimental weight loss pill. With the jump, its market cap surpassed $600 billion, and it topped Tesla as the 12th most valuable company in the world. The boom in demand for its weight loss and diabetes drugs may only continue in the years ahead, and at least one U.S. insurer, Cigna, is working to make the treatments easier to access. So we should also look at Sigma's stock, Cigna stock. And Ms. Wilson says, thank you. My husband made $800 on Novo. So
love it.
congratulations,
Ms. Wilson and Mr. Wilson.
Yeah, it's up over 26% on the year.
Yeah.
And we gave that to everybody on January 1st, calling it out before a lot of the market even knew what it was.
Yeah.
So shout out to the 2024 stock picks and everybody that's running it up off of that.
Yeah, to make sure I just take a little note here with Cigna, see how they're performing. Okay, it's a little flat right now, but definitely want to keep our eyeballs on them.
Yep.
All right, next up is DocuSign. So DocuSign released their earnings yesterday evening as well after the closing bell, and they took off. I will tell you, some of these things, some of these companies, like something like a DocuSign, yes, it's great, right? You have your electronic signature platform, but it's interesting too because a lot of people still use, you can sign things on your iPhone and things like that, but these DocuSigns, I guess, can be really important, especially with a lot of legal documents. And so anyway, their sales are doing great. They surpassed all of the analyst estimates, okay, and they did $712 million in Q4. People are buying that much DocuSign software, like that blows my mind a little bit, but $712 million just in Q4. Their stock shot up, okay? They're currently up about 9%. They were previously up as high as 11%. So they're trading around $58.46. So they may be something a fun one to keep our eyes out on today as we head into the opening bell.
Okay. Eli Lilly is a little down this morning because the FDA delays their approval for their Alzheimer's drug in a surprise move. So the FDA has pushed back its approval decision deadline for Eli Lilly's experimental Alzheimer's drug. And in a surprise move, the drug maker said the agency plans to call a last-minute meeting of its outside advisors to further review the treatment's safety and efficacy. The FDA was expected to decide whether to greenlight the medicine by the end of the first quarter. That deadline was already delayed from an expected approval last year. So these, occurrences, this news always impacts the markets, but especially for specific stocks that are looking to get these approvals to do X, Y, and Z, it can give, great swings up or down on those stocks. Okay, now let's go ahead and transition into our Beat the Bell segment as we will do some pre-market analysis.
Here we go.
Identify what happened in the global markets overnight and check the charts to see if we have some active trading opportunities on today. So kicking it off in the Asian market, the Asian Dow was up 1.2%. The Nikkei 225 was up 0.23%. Hang Seng Index up 0.76%. The Shanghai Index up 0.61%. The Sensex Index up 0.05%. And the Singapore Index up 0.42%.
Awesome. Heading over into our U.S. equities this morning, we're seeing a lot of green across the board. All right, our Dow is currently up 0.34%. The S&P 500 is also up 1.03%. The NASDAQ is up 1.51%. Excuse me. Our VIX is down 3.19%. Gold is up 0.61%. And then oil is down 0.70%.
All right, hopping into the futures, doesn't surprise me that they're green with the VIX being down 3%. It was only down 1% yesterday, and the market had a pretty green day. The Dow Jones futures are up 0.03%. The S&P 500 futures are up 0.25%. The NASDAQ futures are up 0.23%. Gold is up 0.64%. Silver is up 0.05%, and crude oil is down 0.49%. And the futures were up most of last night and the early morning, and then they began to tank around the London session, but then that 8:30 a.m. news brought them back to life, and the markets shot up.
And you said when yesterday evening when President Biden started talking, the market. Like,
yeah, as soon as he came on TV at 9 o'clock, the market started tanking.
Yeah.
So that was very interesting, but it did rebound from that, and then London took it right back down. All right, the euro, going into the Forex markets, the euro is up 0.05%. The Japanese yen down 0.8%. The Great British Pound up 0.52%. The Australian dollar up 0.39%. The DXY index down 0.29%. And the Wall Street Journal dollar index down 0.32%.
Looking at crypto this morning, Bitcoin is still on the rise, okay? I know analysts were saying, like, is it going to hit, what was it, 70,000 by the end of this week?
Yeah.
And today's Friday, but anything can happen, all right?
Yeah.
I guess this week technically ends Saturday, right? Technically, it'll be a new week Sunday because crypto doesn't, crypto trades 24 hours. So
7 days a week.
Yeah, it could still do it. But anyway, Bitcoin is currently up 0.48%. It's trading around $68,078. Ethereum is also up 2.41%. Getting very, very close to that $4,000 mark. It's currently at $3,969. XRP is down 1.17%. Bitcoin Cash is also down 0.97%. And then Litecoin is also down 1.14%. And then Monero is up 3.46%.
Okay, there was a lot of geopolitical news, as we mentioned this morning as well. So at 7 o'clock, at 7 a.m., FOMC member had spoke. Oh, it's 7 o'clock?
Yeah.
Well, he probably was talking about 7 o'clock in the evening so he can get ready to get to the mix. You feel me?
True.
But at 8:30, the average hourly earnings came out. It was projected at 0.2%. It came out at negative 0.1%. The non-farm employment change came out at 8:30 as well. It was projected at 198,000. It came out at 275,000, and that's what had the market jumping. The unemployment rate was forecasted at 3.7%, and it came out at negative 3.9%. Okay, so those geopolitical economic news had the market on fire today. Now, hopping over into the charts, we can see yesterday we opened up at about negative $300 to $400. It kind of lulled until Powell was speaking. And then after Powell was speaking, I went in and put some active trades in where I went long on Netflix, 1 share, and Netflix went up $7.19. And so this was a good lesson to be able to show how we trade in different share amounts so that it can be relatable to most people in the show. But let's just say you did 100 shares of that, you would have been up $700, right? But then we went in and we short 1,000 shares of JP Morgan, and we're up $1,400 on that, and we have $1,000 of that locked in. So worst case scenario, we put that trade in yesterday at 10:30 in the morning. And worst case scenario, we'll make $1,000 off of that today. If it continues to fall, we'll continue to ride. But right now, we're up $1,400 in that trade. We also shorted AMD yesterday, and it did not go in our favor. And we went down $1,247 in that trade. However, the 3 active day trades, 2 of them are positive, 1 of them is negative. So that leaves us with a net of overall profit. Right now, we're starting at the market, pre-market at $191. So we'll see how that goes throughout the day, okay? Hopping into the equities, kicking it off in the NASDAQ on the 1-day chart, did get a buy signal yesterday, okay? At the open, we called that pre-market before all of the news even came out. And then it charged up yesterday, pretty much all of the day. It kind of lulled a little bit while Powell was speaking, and then it took off. A little bit of a sell-off in the afternoon at around 3:30. People was kind of taking their profits, but right now we're still in the middle of a buy signal and just got another buy signal at 9 a.m. Okay, so we'll be buy-side bias on the equities at the open, and we'll allow the data to read for the rest of the day. But right now it seems that the NASDAQ will finish the week green, okay? Stepping into the 10-year Treasury notes, it's also in a buy, still in a buy signal since February 29th. Stepping down into the 2-hour, did get a lot of selling pressure come in at that 8:30 news, okay, on the 2-hour, but still in a buy, and the 1-hour is still in a buy. We can see that news. When we hop into the futures chart on NinjaTrader, I am going to highlight some things about why we don't recommend newbies to trade the news, but for now, we'll keep going through our pre-market analysis. So buy-side bias on the equities, buy-side bias on the interest rates. Now, hopping into the metals, going to the 1-day, gold is in the middle of a strong bull run. On the 1-day, it's also still in a buy signal. On the 2-hour since midnight, and on the 1-hour, it's in a buy since 1 a.m. this morning. So buy-side bias on the gold. And rounding it out in crude oil. Crude oil is in a buy signal on the 1-day, but got some strong resistance at that third standard deviation. It came all the way back down to the VWAP. So it is trading around the VWAP right now on the 1-day. On the 2-hour, it is in the middle of a sell signal since 6 this morning and trending down. And on the 1-hour, it's also been trending down since 4 this morning. Got a little support around that second standard deviation to the downside at 78.14. So sell side bias on the energies at the open, and potentially in the later half of the day, potentially buy side. But sell side at the open for crude oil and the energies, buy side bias for metals, interest rates, and equities. Okay, how about you, Dominique?
All right. So here's a few of the stocks we're going to be eyeing today. First up, wanted to take a quick look at SMCI. As you guys know, it has been his or her year, week, whatever, year, I would say. But SMCI is currently up about another, I'm on the week chart currently, but SMCI is currently up $43 this morning, all right? $43 this morning. I know many of us have been kind of trading it this week, but it is still trending up, as you guys see on that week chart. I'm currently on the week chart. If you had got this buy call signal on December the 11th here, you would have literally, and this is wild, you would have literally been able to ride this from about $262 to basically $1,200, okay? They're currently trading at $1,200 pre-market. That's wild, all right? Very, very wild. Looking at our 1-minute chart, it's trending down just a little bit. Looking at the 5, I believe it's probably still trending up, all right? So they're currently up about $44, and as Dion said, he's kind of buy-side buyers for market open. So this will likely continue to trend up, although we're seeing a little bit of a fall here, but it'll likely start to kind of rebound around, all right? So that's SMCI. Next is NVIDIA. NVIDIA is also up this morning. Pre-market, they're up $25.61. Currently in a buy put for that, but it does look like it's about to turn around on this 1-minute chart. If we look at our 5-minute chart, we are in this buy call. 15-minute chart, we are also in a buy call. So it looks like it may continue to actually trend up after the market open. Okay. Next, we have SoundHound, and I decided to bring this one up because I know many of us are waiting for SoundHound to pay us back. All right, and today might be the day, I don't know. But SoundHound is actually currently up 9.59% this morning. We did just receive a buy call signal at 9:17 a.m. on SoundHound, so SoundHound is finally trending up. It's up about 53 cents or so so far this morning. They were up about 59 cents yesterday. So they've had a 20 or 21% gain in the last 2 days. So it's definitely rebounding very, very nice there. So I'm sure if Phyllis is on, she's going to be proud of her SoundHound. All right. Last but not least, here is Palantir. Wanted to add this one as well this morning because this has been a great week for Palantir, as you guys know, and they're currently up about 2.42% this morning. We did just receive a buy call signal from them at 9:17. It is currently trending up, and as I mentioned, it's currently up about 64 cents this morning. So looks like it's going to be some buy. Actually, a buy put just came out. This is just the 1-minute chart. If we look at the 5, it's still in the buy call. So we'll see how these things react at the market open, but everything looks like it's has the potential to trend up.
All right, now hopping into the Forex markets. looking at the US dollar JPY, Japanese yen, on the one-day chart, it is in the middle of a sell signal since Tuesday. Stepping down into the 2-hour, it's also been selling off since Tuesday, and we can see that strong sell-off. So we're going to be sell side bias, and then even in the 1-hour, some more selling. Look at that call from the algos. We will be sell side bias on the USD JPY. Okay, so looking at that on the USD, on the Euro USD. All right, looking at the one-day chart, it is in the buy side on the USD, on the Euro USD on the 1-day. On the 2-hour, it's also in a buy signal since 7 this morning. And on the 1-hour, it's also in a buy signal since 8 o'clock. So we're going to be buy side bias on Euro USD. Okay. And then looking at the Euro Great British Pound. Okay. Starting out on the 1-day. Sell side bias on that on the 1-day. The 2-hour is also sell side bias, and the 1-hour is sell side bias. So we're going to be sell side bias also on the Euro Great British Pound. All right, and then rounding out the Forex, we're going to look at the US dollar for the Swiss franc. Okay, on the 1-day, we're looking at a sell side since yesterday. On the 2-hour, we're looking at a sell side since 7 a.m. On Wednesday. And then on the 1-hour, we're also in a sell side trade. So sell side bias on a USD CHF, which is the Swiss franc. Dominique?
Awesome. Okay. So, well, I've kind of covered all of mine.
Well, the earning report graphic.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Totally. Give me a second. Let me get that pulled up for you. So, currently, well, as you guys know, it's Friday, right? So I have to actually, I haven't had the one prepared for, I didn't have the one pulled up for next week. So give me a second. I'll definitely get that pulled up. Yeah. But as you guys know, this morning, we only have a couple for this week. So if you give me a second, I'll get the one pulled up for next week. Totally forgot to have that ready for today.
Okay. And so Algonquin, America's Car,
so Algonquin, America's Car Mart, and Genesco. So that's all that we have this morning. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we got to get that fixed. Who approved that, by the way?
Like, what? Like, this is, okay. You see how they disrespect us as Black women? Like, you see Dion's picture, he's all looking all good, and I'm looking like, I just woke up.
Hey, I didn't approve
and the
that.
Right side,
I said no.
The right side of my curls is
I don't even know. That's an Odell foul right there.
Oh, my gosh,
That's a tech on the play, because I definitely didn't approve that.
What?
Okay, let's hop over into crypto. Okay.
Please go somewhere else.
Crypto. So Bitcoin is trading up. The 1-day signal came in, flopped right there.
Be your own people.
Be your own people, man. Bitcoin is up on the 1-day chart since February 26th, stepping down into the 2-hour. Got a buy today, okay? And then on the 1-hour, got a buy also this morning at 1 o'clock. So I predict that Bitcoin is on the buy side, and it's a high probability that this evening or going into the weekend, people will try to push it up over that 70,000 for a couple of reasons. Number one, it broke the all-time high this week. Number two, people sold that news and took some of their profit off, and it's starting to come back. 3, the equity markets will be closed this afternoon after 4, and then typically on the weekend the crypto trading picks up. So I think the volume and volatility and the people eager to get it over that 70,000, I think it'll happen this weekend. And the data is showing 1, 2, and 1 hour, 2 hour, and the 1-day on the buy side. Okay. On Ethereum, we can, it tracks very, very closely to Bitcoin. So Ethereum on the 1-day has been in a buy signal since February 6th. On the 2-hour, it's been in a buy signal since March 7th. And on the 1-hour, it's been in a buy signal since March 7th at 7 o'clock. One of the things I wanted to highlight is this right here, this news, right? So we always talk you know, people are at different parts of their financial journeys. And when you come into trading and investing, you know, we always teach you guys, or we talk about this all the time, we teach it in Wall Street Academy, that we're not traders, we're not investors, we're actually risk managers. And so we typically tell newbie traders to not trade the news, right? And we could see here at 8:30 when that news came out, okay, the market was at 18,235. And literally in that 1 minute candlestick, it fell all the way down to 18,211, okay? So it fell 114 points in that one candlestick, right? And then literally the very next candlestick, it came all the way up to start at 18,306 and finish that candlestick at 18,367. So literally 114 point drop all the way to a 254 point charge up in 2 minutes.
And what news was that? I missed it.
This was the jobs news.
The job news?
Yeah. So in 2 minutes, there was literally almost a 400 point swing. And if you're relatively new and you don't have control of your emotions, if you don't have stop losses and take profits and all that stuff set, it's literally just not worth the risk. And you guys know I like to say, you know, you have to really calculate and ask yourself, is the juice worth the squeeze? And right there, if you're a newbie and if you don't have any algos to really give you any edge, it's just not worth it, okay? So that I just want to highlight that as a real life example of the things that we show and tell and that we actually do in real life, okay? So the market is getting ready to open in about 2 minutes, okay? If you do want to get the algorithms that you see on our charts on NinjaTrader here, my algorithms trade fully autonomously for me. Good news that those algos will probably be coming out next week. Talk to the developer. And then in TradingView, you know, we have the algorithm suite already available, okay, that the signals are generated and then you have to go in and execute. But essentially, you know, if you want to get the same algorithms that you see on our screens, you can scan that QR code or you can click the link in the description or the chat, algoalpha.ai, and you can get our AI signals, okay? I got a call from my little brother yesterday. He said he made $1,700 off of the signal on NVIDIA yesterday. So congratulations to him. And I know there was some other winners off some of the algos yesterday off that JP Morgan call on that short that we hopped into yesterday. And right now we're up over $1,000 in that trade. So shout out to the algorithm, shout out to the team, and shout out to everybody that has them and are, you know, properly using them.
Yeah. Congratulations to everyone. So as I guess we're
coming to open the bell.
30 seconds away from the opening bell here.
Yeah.
Vanessa said, all those beautiful pictures out there. Exactly. I got all those beautiful pictures, and that's what they don't even look like me.
That's all Odell on that
yes. One. Phyllis says, SoundHound is paying us back. You're still in Palantir calls. Yes, Palantir has been doing us right. All right. Like we're just waiting 10 seconds.
It's about 10 seconds to the open. I'm going to see what's going on here on the P&L. I'll then check to see if we get into any immediate futures trade, and then I'll come back and walk through the watch list for some potential trades, okay?
Let's see how this thing opens here.
All right. So immediately we were just down. We were up 191, then we went down 1,600. Our JP Morgan trade got stopped out for $1,000, okay? So we're up $1,000 already for the day. Well, it took off $860. So it took off $860 profit realized for the day. Okay. All right. So we're good on that. We're already up $860 realized. Let me see if this is working. Nope. Okay. All right. So now let's walk through the watch list and see if we have some opportunities. I'll walk through half of it, then throw it over to Dominique, and then we'll go over the other half, okay? So Apple, a sales signal came in yesterday afternoon, missed that ride. Tesla signal came in yesterday at 12:30, missed that ride. Netflix, we're already in the buy side trade for that. BlackRock, okay, and then I'll get this ready for anything. Okay, BlackRock, we just got a buy at the open, so we'll go ahead and buy BlackRock. Okay, set our stop loss 5%. All right, so I'm going long on BlackRock. First active trade of the day. SPY, we missed that ride. NVIDIA, we got paid off that ride a couple times this week, so all good. VTI, we're already in this trade. Currently up $347. We got $100 locked in, so I'm gonna go ahead and raise that to 200 bucks. All right. And we got $200 locked in there. So worst case scenario, we make $200 on that trade. Congratulations. Google, okay. We missed that ride on the buy signal. Nancy, all right. We're already in that trade, actually. Cruise, we're actually in that trade, up 65 bucks. We'll keep riding that ride. Riot, okay, remember, you know, as Bitcoin goes, Riot tracks closely to that. We just got to buy on Riot, which makes sense going into the weekend. Again, if you're doing any of these for options, I personally wouldn't put them in until after, I'll adjust that on the chart, until after 4 p.m. Twilio, missed that buy side ride. The Qs, see if we got a buy on the Qs right now. We got paid off the Qs earlier this week. Okay, so missed that ride. That signal came in. All right, Path, we're already in this trade. We're up $11. Novo, all right. Novo just got a sell. I'm going to hold off on Novo because I know that buy side news just came in, okay? JP Morgan, we got paid off of this short. We rolled that down for $1,000. Well, $860, we just took that off the table. Lockheed Martin, in the middle of a sale, missed that ride. Microsoft, okay? So for those who are relatively new to the show, we build these algorithms in-house and we teach them in our course, but during this show, we just want to trade live and have an opportunity to make some money. So I'm just literally walking through our watch list. That's the other thing for the newbies to the show. All right, Palantir just got a buy. I'm going to add to this Palantir trade. Okay, stop loss already built in there. That's another thing for the newbies. We trade different amounts. We trade different instruments, different asset classes. But essentially in here, we want to trade and have the opportunity to make money here in the live show. And we use our algorithms and we just literally follow the signals based off all of the back testing, all the time, energy, and effort that we put into those. And then we just stick to the rules. We choose our budget, choose our risk parameters, buy it when it says buy, sell it when it says sell, okay? And then go from there, all right? SMCI, let's see, and I'm on the 1 hour chart right now, walking through the watch list. So missed that buy side. Meta, which is Facebook ecosystem. All right, missed that buy. IBM, we're in the short of IBM, currently down. And anything that's down, oh, that's what I wanted to mention. Any of these things, and we did get another sale. I'm gonna add to this because we got another sale at the afternoon yesterday. Okay, and then Amazon. I wanted to mention, because I know there are some people who are new to the show, anything here on our watch list, because some people talk about investments. Okay, we just got into the buy side. We got into a couple of futures trades while I was walking through that watch list. So let me handle that. So we got into a buy on the NASDAQ. That's our first trade. The algo took that while I was walking through the watch list. You guys seen me put the trades in manually on TradingView because they don't allow autonomous trading, but NinjaTrader, the algos were trading. So we're up $78 here on the 10-year Treasury notes. We're up $406 already on the 30 years. We're up 361 on RB, which is the gasoline futures. We're up 40 on the crude oil futures. We're down 37 on the ES, and we're down 500 on the NASDAQ. So when it comes to our watch list, you know, investing and trading are different, okay? Investing is bigger picture long term. Since these are our 2024 stock picks, this means that we are long on these and we are investing in these bigger picture long term, and we're holding this for at least a year. But that also means that we can actively day trade them as well. Day trade them and swing trade them. So I will day trade them and swing trade them on stock. Dominique will day trade them and swing trade them on options. And because they're on our 2024 stock investment watch list, anything that I purchase on the short term, I'm open to holding them on the long term, and as long as it doesn't hit my 5% rule, because it's already on my watch list. Okay, so just wanted to clarify that for some of the newbies who are watching and don't necessarily see us talk about investments as much. Our investment picks, we're holding it for at least a year, and they're right there on the watch list that you see us actively trading on every day. Okay. So just wanted to give you some clarification on that. So when we're looking at investments and we're looking at our signals and we're looking at the algorithm, we're primarily during the show only looking at our watch list. And then if a viewer wants us to analyze something in real time, we'll use the algos to analyze them and potentially get into a trade on that. But that's the flow. Okay, so just wanted to give a reminder and some updates for the newbies who may be watching the show. So if you are new, please click that subscribe button and click that bell, turn on your notifications. It'll let you know every time we are live. Okay. All right. And so our active trades for today, we're long on BlackRock. We're already up $120. We're long on Riot. We're already up $29. Okay, so those are our two active trades for today on the stock. Okay, and we'll go from there. All right, Dominique, what you got cooking over there?
All right, so I've been over here dabbling with the futures. I see the chat, and I agree with you guys. A lot of people owe us money right now. Okay, like what is going on?
A lot of companies.
People run the companies now. All right, so yeah, so I totally agree with Colleen. BBAI's earnings definitely did us dirty. Let's take a quick look at BBAI to see if they have any rebound happening today. Looks like they do. They got a little something, something. It actually is starting to go up, and Oppenheimer did just announce that they are maintaining a buy. Basically, they're like, yo, yes, this failed, but like we still, stand strong behind them. So that may be what's actually helping it to rise just a little bit here. So Big Bear is currently, as you can see, we just got a buy call on it. And it is starting to trend up a little bit. So now it's only down 94 cents. I think it was down a little bit lower. So anyway. Also Costco really pissed me off as well. So let's go see if they have any upside potential happening. Definitely was expecting them to do a little bit better. It looks like look at this, y'all. Look at this drop. It just fell right on down. So Costco's currently down about $46. If we ever get a buy signal for them, it actually might be fun to ride that back up, right? So we can potentially ride it up as it starts to rebound. And we know at some point it will, right? So that could be something that is worth riding up once we get that signal. Okay. But we don't have that signal right now. We don't have that signal right now. We don't have that signal right now. But let's say if that signal comes back, it could be fun to ride that back up as it retraces from the $46 drop, and then also potentially profit. And that way you almost kind of profit in a double way a little bit. Okay. So that is that for Costco. Yeah, you're welcome. Patricia, I think. Okay. Colleen said, I can forgive, but I don't forget. Same, girl, same. I think we're all still, one that I can forgive, I won't forget is definitely Disney. Yeah, Disney. I remember when we went to the Disney theme park in Paris, I was still salty with them. I was like, I'm gonna pay for these tickets, but I ain't forget what you did to me, Disney. Okay. So Kroger, someone was asking about Kroger. Kroger did they come out yesterday? I feel like we talked about them yesterday. Let me see. Did you just want to answer? Let me know what you want to know about Kroger. Yolanda. So Kroger did just receive a buy call right here at 9:37. Their price target was just adjusted, price target to $60. So their price target was just adjusted by Deutsche Bank. Deutsche, I think that's like such a, I always love that word, Deutsche Bank. All right, so Deutsche Bank did just raise their price target to $54, but it's currently, no, I'm sorry, to $60. They just raised it to $60. It's currently trading at 55. Okay, let me know. It says shop is trying. It's not hard enough. There's try and there's like really try. And I just feel like they're not really trying. Well, I guess they're trying a little bit. They are up. They're up. Okay, you right. I ain't see this, Miss J. Okay, you right. We gotta give credit where credit's due. So Shopify, man, definitely missed this signal. That would have been fun to ride up. So this signal came through at 9:26. As you can see, it's been trending up since then. Shopify went from $76 to $79. So that means they should be okay. We should be getting a little bit of umph from them. All right. So shout out to Shopify for trying. We appreciate all the effort. All right. Everyone at Money Matrix appreciates the effort. Shopify. Okay. Good morning, Lisa. Thank you. Good morning. She said, good morning, everyone. Have a great trading. I think she meant day, and a blessed probably day. We appreciate you, Miss Lisa. Thank you so much. Coming here, spreading that positive energy. All right. Peace of Mind said T-Mobile, they have not been good lately. Wonder if they could turn around. They haven't. T-Mobile has definitely, let's take a quick look at T-Mus, who is my cell phone provider. I'm very happy with their service, though. I'll tell you that. The stock ain't doing what we needed to do, but I'm very happy with their service. Okay, so T-Mobile actually just received a buy call. They must have heard you talking about them, Peace of Mind. So they just received a buy call at 9:38. It has literally been trending up since then. It's only up about 5 cents. So this is probably the first like up day that they've had in a while. I feel like it's just been down. You see, we had that big drop here, and it's just really been kind of like consolidating. It dropped, and now it's actually starting to trend up a little bit here this morning. Okay. Oh, you work with it. Sales have been horrible. Oh Lord, people ain't buying phones anymore. I guess everybody has a phone now. Okay, so those are some of the ones that we're definitely eyeing this morning. Let me see what you guys' thoughts are. As you guys know, the thorn in my side this morning is definitely Costco. So we like to show you guys the wins. Let's show these beautiful, beautiful losses, which from my mouth to God's ears will turn into wins very soon. And honestly, that's been happening a lot. I will say, thank God that we're always purchasing these expiration dates like far out, because even when some of these earnings don't go the way that we want them to go, which isn't necessarily often, but we've literally been rebounding and getting even more, right? So God is good. All right. Costco, let me show you a ugly loss. All right. So I think I'm actually up about 35, I may be like 35 or 40K for the week. So I'm not stressing about this, but no one wants to lose, right? Okay, so Costco is currently down for this trade for me, $4,850. Okay, so this is how much I've lost in this Costco trade. So I want to make sure, yes, we show you the wins, but let's show the losses. I have another loss that I want to share with you. Okay, so one is this Costco trade. As I mentioned, the expiration date is April the 12th. So I have more than enough time for Costco to get it together. Okay. And you know, with a lot of these stocks, especially trading at $746, all it needs is one good day. It's all it needs is one good little day, and it can rebound. It's actually already coming back up a little bit. Costco was down as low as $47, and now it's only down $39. Very good. Already up $7. Okay. BB.AI is another one that is just annoying. It's just, come on. What are we doing? Like some of these things, there's no reason for y'all to be down. Okay, so BB.AI is another one. I have the expiration date of April 5th for this one. More than enough time for this thing to turn around as well. So this one is currently down $3,000. So just these two alone are down, I mean, 2,820. So just these two alone are down like 7 bands today. Okay, but hey, you know, when you're trying to trade with the big boys, that's what happens. So as you can see, this portfolio in general is actually still positive $815. But obviously, if I didn't have these losses, this would be up way more. Now it's up $1,100. So some of these things are already starting to turn around. Okay, I have not entered into any new trades this morning. So just FYI, the NVIDIA leaps, those leaps are just the gift that keep on giving. And then SMCI, I'll highlight this really quickly. This was one of the trades that we have technically been in since March 6th. I've just been holding it. What's today? The 8th. So it's been in for 2 days. This one is up 2,680. SMCI just kind of keeps going up. I may even hold this. Let me see, 328. I'll probably take these profits today for sure. Okay. So those are some of the things that I have going on. As you can see, this is starting to rebound a little bit. I'm actually curious to see if the NASDAQ is starting to trend up. As you can see, I was down. This portfolio was down basically almost $1,000, and now it's up $1,500 dollars so far. So right now, BB.AI and Costco are the thorn in my side, as they say. SoundHound is rebounding a little bit. Shopify, Lord, if you do something with it, you know, I'll be thankful. If not, I'll learn from the lesson. Okay. So those are some of the things that I have going on over here. If there's any stocks, futures, crypto, anything that you want us to analyze, drop it. I couldn't remember all the, it's so many things that you can trade, right? So many things that you can trade. All right. Drop them in the chat. I can analyze them. I think you're busy over there? Like you got some things going on? Vanessa said iPhone service is great, and I was just using our free Wi-Fi in the air. I do love that too. That's one of the things I do love about T-Mobile. They have so many different little perks. You know, like when you're in the air, you get the free Wi-Fi. On Tuesdays, they give you free stuff. It could be like pizza or whatever. So, you know, it's little things, but.
So we could take a look at my charts. We could remember that.
Drop my whole mouse. Okay, portfolio rebounding nice and rebounding nice.
We can remember that I took off the $860 off the table already from, what was that? The JP Morgan trade. So that's realized for today. We shorted, we went long BlackRock this morning at the open. So about 18 minutes ago, and we're up $735 on that. We also went long on Riot and up $39 on that. And then Netflix, we went long yesterday, up $987 on that. And then we went short AMD yesterday, and we're down $2,700 on that. Hasn't hit the stop loss. So I will let that handle what it's going to do. Right now, negative 1,000, and we took off 860 off the table. So right now we're down about $200 realized for the day. Over here in the futures, we're currently up. The NASDAQ algo caught this NASDAQ run. It's currently up $500, well, $400 to $500. On the long side, currently in the ES trade on the buy side, up $600 on that. All right, we're down 20 in crude oil. We're up 126 in gasoline. We're up 343 in the 30-year bond futures, and we're up 78 in the 10-year Treasury notes. Now, it is 9:49. Well, as we approach the 10 o'clock hour, I'm probably going to come in here and put some trades in on the Forex market and the crypto market. So we'll be prepared around that.
And there's no additional news, right? Today, nah, it was all this morning, right?
All at 8:30, yep. Okay, let's see. Colleen said, double my money on Sound Call.
Nice.
Congratulations. Yeah, it is Friday. You also drop your wins from the day, from the week, so we could celebrate with and for you. All right. Did you look at CLSK and AMD?
Not yet.
Okay. So
give me 1 second. I just got into this.
All right. So Dominique will take a look at CLSK and AMD. AMD probably might be busting on the upside because I'm getting smacked in this short, but it hasn't hit my 5% rule, so we'll see. But it is busting on the upside. So when you do that analysis.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm in this little future trade.
Okay, so I will go ahead and do CLSK. All right, anything that's not on my watch list, 𝐿𝑆K. Anything that's not on my watch list, I follow the same protocol. Clean spark. Go to the 1 month. Okay. Let me just go ahead and reset this. All right. I can see that it went public in 2013 for about $1.69. It hit an all-time high at 150, came all the way back down. And now it's getting some solid support here at about $5. It did get a buy signal on November 23rd, and it's currently trading at about 19 bucks. Okay. On the 1 week, it's also in a buy signal since February 5th. It just got a buy signal this morning, actually, on the day chart. And the 2-hour chart seems to be showing some quality support as well. So I would be buy-side bias, shorter term to longer term. All of them are showing buys from the 2-hour and beyond, okay? So there you go. Now let's go over here to AMD. I'm currently getting smizacked in that short, but my 5% rule is on there, so I'm not really tripping, okay? It is in a buy signal since November 23rd on the 1 month. Okay. It is in a buy signal since October 30th on the 1 week. On the 1 day, it did get a buy signal on February 22nd. And on the 2-hour, it did get a buy signal Wednesday at the open. Okay, so if you're looking for calls on that, AMD is, in that AI race, and it's been charging up quite nicely, which is why I'm glad my stop loss is on that short from the other day that I did off the 1-hour chart. So that is what it looks like for AMD on the call side. Upside potential on Intel. So let's go check out Intel for Colleen. INTC. Yeah, and so if you're new to the show, feel free to drop any stocks, bonds, options, futures, forex, or crypto that you're interested in us doing real-time analysis, and let us know if you're looking at it for an investment, a swing trade, a position trade, a day trade, or intraday trade, and that will help us use our algorithms to do some real-time analysis. If you want to purchase the same algorithms you see us use on the chart for signals, you can go to Algo Alpha, or you can scan that QR code right there on the screen, or click the link, and you can get the very algos that we build and use right here to make all this money, okay? All right, Intel. It's not on my watch list, so I'm gonna go. I mean, obviously we know Intel been around for a long time, okay? But again, I still follow the same protocol, step-by-step routine. It went public in the 70s for around 10 cents. Hit an all-time high in the 2000 tech bubble at about 76 bucks. Okay, it did get a sell-off in 2021 and then started to get some support last year around April, around the $30 mark. It's currently trading around 45 bucks. So in the 1 month, it is in the buy signal. On the 1 week, okay, it was in a sell-off, started to get some support. It did just get a buy signal this past Monday, March 4th. On the 1 day, it's in a buy signal, and on the 2-hour, it's in a buy signal. So for 7, 14, 30, 60 days out, Intel is showing promising buy-side pressure. All right, Rivian for Teresa is asking for swing trade analysis. Are you ready for that?
Yeah.
All right, so Rivian swing trade for Miss Teresa.
Right.
Colleen said the algos are amazing, but the training I got from Dom means I know what they're saying. Exactly. You definitely want to know what they are doing, so you're not just out there rolling the dice.
It could be very dangerous if you just not understanding,
NASDAQ
why.
charging up. Our NASDAQ futures trade is up $830. Our ES futures trade is up $762. So we are riding a nice ride on the futures. All right.
Yeah.
So you're going
I'm about to go. No, 1 second. All right. So,
all right, we just crossed 850 on that.
All right, so we need, what is it again?
Rivian, R-I-V-N.
The car. So Rivian, I think I have a little gossip on Rivian. Not really, but I kind of do. I feel like I do. So the interesting thing with Rivian, you know, we mentioned last week, we're like, you know, Rivian, well, a couple weeks ago, we're like, when Apple decided to no longer make cars, I'm like, well, they need to buy another one of these cars. So apparently Rivian has been like, you know, trying to show its little thigh to Apple, like, come on over here, little, you know, hot stuff. And they're trying to get their attention, like, come buy me. And so that's probably why their stock is up today, right? Because they're courting. Mm-hmm. They're courting.
I thought one of them had a contract with Amazon already. Who had the contract with Amazon? Was it Neo?
No, it was Rivian.
You sure? Rivian with Amazon, though, right?
Yeah, but Amazon don't own Rivian.
No, they don't. They just
sell. They got a
contract.
Cars.
Okay.
So they like, if Apple want to buy it, that would be interesting too. Yeah. But if Apple, man, that would be wow.
Some wars.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be messy. That'd be crazy. Because then Amazon would have to pay Apple to buy the cars. I told y'all, that Apple boy, they always got something up their sleeve. Oh, wow. Now they taking money from Amazon. Okay, well, not yet. That's rumors. Okay, anyway, so on our 1 minute chart currently, we had a buy put that came through at 9:52 a.m. It's literally been trending down since then. Okay, Teresa says Rivian released and showed a new vehicle yesterday. Was it cute? How did it look? Was it nice? Yeah, let me know. Anyway, so they showed a new car and they're courting Apple. It's been an interesting week for them. Okay, a larger SUV. Haven't even seen their regular.
They're trying
SUV.
to be like the Range Rover of electronic vehicles. That's kind of their.
Oh, I have to take a look at that because it's so hard to find a Range Rovers are like back ordered for a year. So maybe I have to get a Rivian truck. Very nice. Okay, look at it. Probably cheaper too. Probably cheaper.
I don't know. Never looked at them.
Anyway, so Rivian, as you can see, currently is in a buy put. It's been trending down since 9:52. It's actually currently up for the day. It was a little bit higher. It was up to about $13.64. As you see, this buy call came through yesterday. Is that yesterday? No, that's today. That's today. 9:40 this morning. What time is it right now? 9:58. Okay. Yeah, it came through this morning and it rose. I guess this kind of like dollar or so that it rose. All right, so that's just a 1 minute chart, but if we go a little deeper out, 5 minute, it is still in that buy call. This bar is kind of starting to trend down a little bit, but it is technically in a buy call. If we look at the hour, we are in a buy call, and it's literally just above that VWAP. Let's look at the day. Curious. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. So they just had a nice little drop off right here that started February the 21st. I mean, sorry, yeah, February 21st. They've been trending down from that 16 to a low of like $10. And then we got this buy call and then they started to rise back up. So on the day chart, it looks like they are in a uptrend. Okay. So despite them currently being in this buy put on the minute chart, if I personally was to purchase something on them, it would be calls on it. All the other charts outside of the minute chart are pointing up. I think it's just a brief drop off that they're having. Okay. Miss Rita said, good morning. Dom and Dion, please take a look at Citigroup. Okay. It's 10 o'clock. I think you wanted to do something at 10.
I was going to look at some Forex trades.
Okay. Well, I'll just do this really quickly. So Citigroup right now is currently trading at $57.08. That is so beautiful, that little landscape. $57.85. It's currently up 14 cents. This morning on our 1 minute chart, it is trending.
No, excuse me.
Oh. And our 1 minute chart, it is trending down in this buy put. But if we go a little bit deeper out, 5 minute also in a buy put. Hour is still in a buy call, but it looks like this bar is actually going to be trending down for the hour. And if we look at the day, it's in a buy call here. So I don't know about Citi personally. It doesn't seem to move tons. So even if you get options on it, it's not going to move probably as much as you want it to move. So just kind of keeping that in mind. But yeah, I would say longer term definitely calls, but currently right now it is trending down. Okay. And then okay, well, actually, let me pass it up to you real quick.
Go ahead.
Okay, so someone just asked about Shop. We actually just talked about Shopify, so I'll just take a quick look at them for you on the day the 1 minute chart here. As you can see, Shopify has been finally going up today. It's trending up, as you can see in this buy call. We did just get a buy put on it for the last 2 minutes, but if we go to the 5 minute bar, it's definitely still trending up. It's like this is going to be an update for Shopify. After its big drop off, it looks like this is the beginning of the uptrend for Shopify. So from here, we should continue to see the trend up based on what this chart is saying. Looks like this trend is starting to go back up. So it's currently up 5%, which is about $3.85. So it looks like it's positioned to trend up a little here, which is very good. So start getting those coins back. Oh, she said the truck is matte black. Check out this truck. That was cute. All right. You ready?
Yep. All right. So hopping over into Forex. Okay. At the top of the hour here, we can still see sell side pressure on the USD CHF, which is the Swiss franc. Okay. We are starting to see some support there around 85. Okay. But the 1 hour, the 2 hour, the 4 hour, the 1 day, it's all in a sell, and it is hitting that third standard deviation on the buy side. On the USD JPY, all right, it is also in the middle of a sell on the 1 day, 4 hours trending down, 2 hour trending down, 1 hour trending down. Okay, so I'm gonna step into the shorter time frame to see that support is coming in around that 146 mark, okay? All right, and we did just get a buy signal on the 1 minute. Support is showing on the 3 minute. We got a buy. 5 minute got a buy. When that 15 minute gets a buy, we may come in here and buy because it's showing quality support there on all 4 of those charts. Euro USD, we talked about is in a buy on the 1 day. And a buy on the 2 hour. And a buy on the 1 hour. Okay, so yeah, missed some of the signals on those. So we'll just keep our eye on Forex. As far as futures, we just took $1,000 off the table. So we were down 1,000 in the NASDAQ futures. We just took off $995 off of that trade. So now we're only down $5 on that. We were down like 950 on the ES. We just took 900 off of that and we're only down 50. Okay. We were down 625 on that, up $31 on that. So still net negative on there. We were down 281 on that. We're up 281 on here. So that wipes that clean. All right. And so we're up 260 and 210 here. So got a little bit ways to go to get back to break even or profitable, but it looks like our trades are now going in our favor and we are catching some of these longer trends and riding the rides, okay? So congratulations if you got in on that NASDAQ trade. If you're still in it, congrats. It may have the juice to run. Our algorithms adjust for these particular ones on the NASDAQ to start locking in at $1,000 clips. So it's took that trade off the table, but it did just catch that 50-point run from the 30s up to the 80s. So we'll keep our eye on the NASDAQ, okay? Looking over here into the stock market on our trades, okay? Our active trades for today, we're up $800 on BlackRock. We took off $860 off the table from the JP Morgan short, okay? And we did go long on Riot. So our 2 active trades for today, we are up about $850 and we already took $860 off of the table, okay? All right. So if you have any stocks, bonds, options, futures, Forex, or crypto that you would like for us to analyze here in real time using our algorithms, please drop them into the chat. Let us know if you are looking to invest into them, if you're looking to position trade, or if you are looking to day trade them, and we will go ahead and analyze them using our algorithms. Now, for those of you guys who are new to the channel, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click that bell, turn on your notifications so it lets you know when we are live. All right. If you want to be around other like-minded individuals, join our community. It's absolutely free. Join the Discord. Okay. And you can get in there and rock with our community, ask questions, be around other like-minded individuals, and really be able to be around people who are thinking about money, talking about money, looking to trade, looking to invest, looking to build generational wealth. Okay, it's absolutely free. All right, just click that link in the comment section or in the description. You'll get the Discord and you hop on in there. If you want to learn from us and actually get the step-by-step how-to tutorials and videos and stuff like that, where we actually teach what we are doing step-by-step, you can join our course. It's called the Wall Street Academy. And you can click that link and join the Wall Street Academy for 50% off. Just put in Money Matrix as one word, all caps. Okay, and then if you want to get the algorithms that you see us actively trade on our screens all day, every day, go ahead and visit Algo Alpha or click that link in the description, and you can purchase the very same algorithms that you see us use in this show. Okay, so also, if you are in any trades or making any gains in general or for the algorithms, drop them in the chat so we can celebrate with and for you. It is Friday. We're coming up to another, seems what it's like it's going to be a green week, okay? As long as you don't blow through your bag between now and 11 o'clock at the end of the show, okay? And yeah, we want to celebrate with and for you, okay? Seesaw said, what about shop? Lisa said, come on, shop. Expiration 3:15. David said, too late for those two trades for today. Yeah, we're already 38 minutes past those active trades. We did BlackRock and Riot. So I would just say, wait for the next signal. There's no reason to chase the market. It's not going anywhere.
And that little NVIDIA call I got into just to show you like how powerful these signals are, right? Remember when I was about to analyze something and I was trying CLSK and I was trying to hurry up and get into this little NVIDIA trade. I was like, hey, we just got this call. So I just went in just to show you, just bought one, right? And so you can see the power of buying one thing. Now, obviously this is a little bit more expensive, but you could have still bought something at a lower expiration, or I mean, lower strike price or further out of the money. Gosh, it went away. My mouse been tripping lately. I done lost the daggone thing. 1 second, let's go back. Here we go. So as you can see, we've been in this trade now for 13 minutes and it's up $935. This was literally just me seeing that buy signal and saying, hold on guys, I'm gonna go analyze this thing for you, but let me go put this little order in real quick. And boom, now we're up $988 and I have it up, so I'm looking to see if we get a sell signal on it. This could be a great day trade, right? Literally just $1,000 or whatever it may be. And also, you know, with NVIDIA, honestly, it's no stopping it. You could literally hold this a little bit longer, but if you wanted to just say, hey, my goal is to make $1,000 a day, you could have literally just done that. We could sell this right now, pay 76, sell it for 86, go about your day, right? So just to kind of show you how powerful these option alpha signal is.
Alpha option.
Alpha option. Why do I always mix it? Alpha option. I always want to call it option alpha. Okay, so are we gonna talk about the workshop real quick?
Yeah, so we are going to play a recap. So for all of you guys who are new to us, we like to do live experiences as well, so you can pull up and see and get a feel for all this stuff in real life. So last Friday, we did a workshop, a Money Matrix workshop in Washington, D.C. With a live studio audience of watching us film the show. and then we did a lunch and learn, and then we finished it with a nice happy hour. So we're going to show the recap of that one. And we've announced, I think it was yesterday, that we're doing our next workshop April 19th in Miami. So watch the video and then, you know, go ahead and join. I see the ticket sales was on fire yesterday.
Yes,
so
y'all
go
was,
ahead
y'all
and get
was
your
buying us
tickets.
some tickets yesterday.
We got the early bird special. So
And we
watch
have
this video and we'll go
yeah.
from there, okay?
Hey, I'm Dominique, Broadway award-winning personal finance expert, and today has been absolutely amazing because we had students fly in from all over the country to spend the day with us.
Today is a very special day because we have our live studio audience here.
So during today's sessions, we got to teach and talk about a lot of things in person. And I think for a lot of people, it's good to be able to actually see someone else do it in person. It was really cool. We got to actually hop into people's phones and computers and set up some of the indicators and strategies for them, which was really, really cool. And then we went into an amazing lunch at one of my favorite restaurants.
I want to take my trading to a higher level. And the information that they gave us today, I know that I will accomplish that.
And since they've been doing the show, I've made 5 figures in 1 month. More than my part-time salary when I was working for Wells Fargo. And the fact that this is something that, a skill that I've been able to build from the training that they offer that no one can ever take away from me is mind-blowing.
I encourage you to get the Wall Street Academy program so you can learn and you can do better than me, because I was in the game and I was losing in the game, but now I have the information to win.
So we are very excited to take this show on the road, to be able to take the Money Matrix live to bigger venues and to be able to touch more people throughout the country.
All right, welcome back. So you guys see we had an amazing time in the Washington, D.C. area, and we're looking to go bigger and better and have more fun in Miami, because y'all know we love Miami and we like to turn up while we're there. And, you know, obviously we lived there for years and still own property there, etc. So very excited to get back to Miami. Okay, so David said yes, no FOMO. He was asking about those trades from earlier.
Very good.
Lisa Williams says when to share. Thank you so much for answering my question a couple weeks ago about psychedelics for the long term. Bought a bunch of NMMD that day, and an FDA announcement yesterday took it up 80%.
Yes.
Congratulations. Miss Suzanne said, yeah, she got her ticket from Miami yesterday. Looking forward to it. Yes, we're looking forward to seeing you guys and meeting a lot of you all in person. And y'all got time to plan and get it and get your bodies right for the yacht. We're definitely doing a yacht there.
So we have a 40-day workout challenge.
Yeah, 40-day workout challenge. You got to work out every day, starting today. So Michael said, can you analyze Dion energy? Dion. Yep. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at that. Pauline says, I am booked. Yes, yes, yes. Vanessa says she has her seat. Deontay said he up $3,800. Okay.
He always types in delete. Oh, there you go.
Up
38.
30. Well, it said 38.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Typo. Let us know what you're winning so far, okay?
He's up, basically.
Yeah. He was too excited to type it in right.
Too excited to get it right. Okay. Dion. So Dion energy. Okay.
Deontay said he had 3,800 on his NVIDIA. Shout out to the algorithm.
Awesome.
Love to hear it, love to see it. Congrats.
NVIDIA is the gift that keeps on giving. I feel like every Friday, NVIDIA is just like, oh, it's Friday. Let's give everyone some money.
Hey.
That's what it feels like.
Love to hear it, love to see it. Congratulations and shout out to the algo. Yeah. So that's
you wanted me to 5 mans. He's up like 5 mans.
That's like 5 mans this week, something like that. But that's also like 5 months of algos. You know what I'm saying?
True. Very true.
Yeah.
Okay, so real quick.
6 months.
The Dion energy. Also the link, and the link is there. And really quickly, the early bird price, which is low.
Ends next Friday.
Ends on the 15th. After that, the price doubles. Okay? It doubles. So y'all see the mini experience that we provided. For our first one, and obviously as Dion mentioned, the next one's in Miami.
And the yayo.
So you know how that's going to be, okay? All right, so DVN, Devon Energy Corp. All right, they are, this stock is so boring to me. I don't know, it just never does anything. It's a boring little stock. It's literally been consolidating, I feel like, in this, look at this. It's literally, look, it don't really be going nowhere. It's literally been in this $45 to $46 range. Ugh, it's like, it hasn't been up anywhere high since last March, like a whole year from now, a whole year ago. Okay, but anyway, currently on the 1 minute, we did just receive a buy signal. It's currently up 3 cents. Okay, currently up 3 cents on this 1 minute chart. On our 3 minute and 5 minute, it's still in the buy put, but it looks like this is the bar that's about to turn that around. So right now we're in a buy call. If we look at the day, in the day chart, it has been trending up, but keeping in mind, it's been trending up since February 9th, and it's only gone from $41 to $45. Like that's all it's gone in over a month. So it's slow, but it is trending up. It's just, so right, and we did just receive a buy call on it. As you can see, it's currently went from being up 1 cent to 8 cents. So that's my thoughts on Devon. It's just boring. It's just a really boring stock.
Yeah. If any of you all are still in this NASDAQ trade, give me a $ in your chat box. It's up.
It's beautiful.
Almost 100 points on this run with that call from the algorithm. So congratulations if you are in any of those equity trades because they are running up. Okay. Let me see what's going on over here on the stock world.
And also Nvidia, I don't know, but it looked like it's trying to hit the 1,000 today.
Well, I definitely said like 2 weeks ago that's what they was pushing for. I don't know if they're hit it today.
It might, but yeah, but it's definitely, I didn't realize it was that high. It's currently at $964. The price target, I've heard 2 different price targets for it. Some analysts are saying 1,200, some analysts are saying 1,500. And I saw actually one of our friends who also trades said that she sold all her Nvidia yesterday. I'm like, what are you doing?
Who did that?
I'll tell you after.
Okay.
But I was just like,
why?
Who?
Why?
Why? Why would you do that? It makes no sense whatsoever. This is not the time to sell Nvidia when everyone is pushing for it to hit to this $1,200 and $1,500 market, and it's literally one of the largest companies in the world right now.
Facts.
This ain't the time to exit, baby girl. This is the time to hold, okay?
So Yolanda says, can you make money on calls or puts when the theta is equal to or more than the delta? So one, we teach the difference in all of those in Wall Street Academy. So I would definitely suggest taking a look at the course so you can, get a deeper dive into those. But those Greeks are meaning separate things, right? So theta is the time Greek, right? The delta is showing you how much the option is moving in relative correlation to the underlying asset, which is the stock price. So it's not necessarily, you're not necessarily weighing them against each other. You're analyzing them and looking at them for different respective data points, okay?
Yeah. And when you look at a lot of these leaps, which, as you guys know, if you're in the Wall Street Academy, we talked about leaps this week. A lot of the leaps that I do have a delta that may be 0.5 or 0.6 or whatever, and the theta literally is 0.4, but the stock is pushing so high it doesn't even matter, and there's actually all still positive. So anyway, but yeah, we definitely
the expiration date that you select has a direct impact on what the theta calculation is.
Yeah.
Okay, and the strike price you select has a direct impact on what the delta is for that. Okay. All right. So Collegiate said Costco did the exact same thing ELF did. Closed at 52-week highs, announced good earnings, but not perfect earnings, and they tanked. So a lot of people on the street, Wall Street, and in the market, they do what's called buy the rumor, sell the news. And so, because what happens, what you guys got to realize is that by the time the news hits, all of the people who know how to analyze stuff and or get the information have already positioned themselves to make the money.
We really late.
The news is delayed, everybody. Like, By the time they hit the news, that news is for the public, right? That news is for the masses. So the majority of people, you know, and we talked this strategy a while ago when we used to do CWT, and I talked, you know, buying straddles 2 to 4 weeks out before earning reports, and then sell the straddle a day before earnings or on the earnings, because at the end of the day, the number one name of the game is buy low, sell high. So if I'm buying something 2 weeks, 4 weeks out before the earnings, and then all of that volume and volatility drives up the implied volatility of that option, I could just go ahead and sell it. It don't even matter what the earning report is. So, you know, and this is why I love the markets, right? My wife and I have damn near completely different approaches when it comes to options trading in general, right? Whereas I would, you know, sell premium or decide not to trade the earning reports, and I'd rather just buy a straddle 2 to 4 weeks out and not really care whether the market goes up or down and sell it when all the hype is there, versus trying to pick a direction that I believe the market is going to go based off of some news. Like that news is not as dependable as the math, okay? And so, but that's the beautiful thing about approaches, right? Her approach works for her, but she's still basing her approach based off of the sound approach of the data that we teach, right? So you could take those and have different approaches, right?
And also for the ELF, right? 'Cause remember ELF was down. We was like, oh no, ELF, this is horrible. But when I tell you ELF came back with a vengeance, it was literally, I know I was probably down like maybe 4 or 5K in that. ELF turned around, gave me back the 4 or 5K, and I think it gave me like another 3 or 4 on top of it. Like, so it did fall and it did rebound nicely, which is why Dion says it's not just, okay, I'm gonna like bet on this. It's like, I'm still gonna be strategic and use the data, have my expiration date far enough out for it to rebound, so that even if it turns into a losing trade, it ends up turns into a positive trade. And that's what happens a lot for me, because I do, not a lot, but that's also why I don't lose a lot at all, because I'm putting myself in a situation where
time is on your side.
Right? I'm paying for the time. And Dion had to have a talk with me again this morning about paying for time in my life, because I have not been doing great with that. I thought I was last year, and then this year I feel like I rebounded, relapsed. Okay? Because it's not something I'm necessarily good at, right? I come from the Black woman generation of being able to, I can do it all. I can do it all. I'm going to build a house and then plant the flowers and then come back inside and make the kids and da-da-da-da-da. We don't have to work that hard anymore, y'all. We not slaves.
No, and 2, like your time, like it's just not, it's not worth it. Like I want everybody, let's take a time out for a second from the show. I want everybody.
From the whole show.
So first and foremost, if you are going to work, everybody, and I don't care what your profession is, and I don't care how much money you make, if you go to a job and that person or that job pays you an hourly salary, what you are saying is, I am selling you an hour of my life for X amount of dollars. Now, to me, an hour of my life is invaluable, okay? So I don't sell my time. I don't sell my time. I control and manage my time. I do what I want with my time. And I know this is a little bit of tough love, and I'm not saying, hey, go out and quit your job. That's not what I'm saying.
Don't quit your job. Don't quit your job.
What I'm saying is you have to identify that time outside of your brain is your number 2 most valuable asset in your life. Your brain is number 1, your time is number 2. So if you go get a job or you work a job, I don't care if you make $100 an hour, $500 an hour, $1,000 an hour, $10,000 an hour, $2 an hour. What you are saying is, hey, Johnny, hey, Susie, I will sell you an hour of my life for that amount of money. Okay? Now, What you have to do is you have to evaluate, I got 168 hours in my week. I got 8,752 hours in my year. I have to ask myself, how much, if I'm going to quantify it, because I don't quantify it, but if you're going to quantify it and go get a job or work a job, you need to say, how much is an hour of my life worth? And that's what you set your rate as, and that's the job that you pursue, and that's what you do, X, Y, and Z. But then when it comes to doing things that are not your job, because let's just say you want to keep that and use that to pay for your life, that's cool, do your thing. But when it comes to things that don't have to do with your job, if you can afford to outsource them, outsource them. Because if you say that if you did that number and you quantify that, okay, my hour is worth $100 an hour. Let's just use simple numbers. I want to get paid $100 an hour. Okay, cool. Well, anything that you need to do in your life that's outside of you getting $100 an hour, if it bringing you a less amount of return on that investment, it needs to be outsourced. Mm-hmm. If cleaning up the house takes you an hour and it don't bring you $100 back, you have literally just wasted $100. And you just wasted your time. So if you can outsource that, pay somebody $50, that saved you your hour, which was $100. So you just saved your time, your energy, your effort, and you saved you saved $50 because you took $50 to pay that person to clean, saved the $50 that your hour is worth, and now you got your time back to do whatever you want to do with that hour. Okay? And this goes across all the things. So now you have more time to do what you want. And this is why it's so important to break everything down to the simplest form and answer those key questions for you. Some people say, hey, you know what? I like to cook. I don't like to eat out all the stuff they put in the food, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Cool. Well, then maybe you need to meal prep. If you like to still cook the food, why don't you spend one day on Sunday and you actually cook the food and you meal prep for the week, because over time during that week is going to save you time, right? So those things make a difference. And when you look up and you save an hour a week, that's 52 hours of your life per year that you just got back to do whatever you want to do. And remember, we just said yesterday that 18 minutes a day can make you an expert in anything if you do it for 1 year or shorter, or 1 year or longer. So for all the people who say, I don't have time to do X, Y, and Z, you have to really pay attention to what you are using your time for. And if you are in a position to afford to pay somebody else to do those things and get your time back, your time is far more valuable than those dollars. Because guess what? It don't matter how much money you got if you don't have time to spend it. Okay?
Amen.
So that's a quick little rant for you on today. All right?
Thank you for that rant. It's looking good. Okay. It's looking good. Because, like, you're right. You should be cleaning the toilets if you can make $10,000 an hour. Like,
it don't make no sense. It just like the math ain't math.
And honestly, you can't even do it as good as the professional cleaners.
Facts. That's the other thing. Yes, that's the other thing. Okay, literally, if that's somebody's specialty, they're gonna do it better than you. That's the other calculation. If I do something 80% and you do it 100%, and I can afford to pay you, here, cut the check. Like, we wasting time, energy, effort, and all of this. It doesn't make sense, y'all. And I know we were raised to get up in the morning on Saturdays, put the music on to clean the whole house. I get it. I've been raised in that generation too. But when you know better, you got to do better. Okay? And your time.
Listen,
you don't get your time back.
This is also why I'm very excited for the robots too. Right? I'm telling you, when I tell you, I'm going to be, as soon as the order form comes out for a robot in the house, I am buying, I'll start with one. I'll start with, if that robot is $25,000 here, like, I'll take it. Yeah. Like, I want the robot.
Excuse me. Yolanda says facts. Even as an attorney, it is not always worth it. They be stressing me. That's why I can't day trade successfully, laugh a lot. I can make more doing this, save time and stress. Lord have mercy.
Listen.
Yes, when you really start to sit down and slow your game down and evaluate your time, I promise you, we have a whole lesson about time management, okay? I'm gonna give y'all a quick blurb of it. It's 168 hours in a week.
Ooh, Ethereum just hit $4,000.
Nice.
Okay, go ahead.
It's 168 hours in a week. First of all, if I ask that, most people don't even know, right? Most people don't even know it's 168 hours a week. So how can you start managing something when you don't even know how many you got, right? So 7 times 24 is 168. Now you take that 168 times 52, that's when you get that 8,736 number that I was just talking about. Now, if you sleep 8 hours a day,
Barely.
8 times 7 is 56, times 52 is 2,912. So you literally sleep a third of your year. So you don't even really have 8,736 hours. You have 5,824 hours that you're actually awake, conscious, and doing something, okay? So now if you give 40 hours a week to somebody else's dream, okay, 40 times 52 is 2,080. So if you sleep 2,000 and you working for somebody else or somebody else's dream for 2,000, that's 4,000 hours. So you don't have 8,736 hours. You have 4,000 hours to clean up, get dressed, make your food, eat your food, spend time with your partner, spend time with your kids, travel, have a social life, go outside. Like, all of those things add up. So if you're wasting your time, everybody, by trying to do everything and trying to be the CEO of your life, the chief everything officer, you're gonna lose, because you're gonna be stressed out. You're not gonna have the time to do what you actually want. And then that also deteriorates your health, okay? So I don't care how much money you make if you don't have time to spend it. I don't care how much money you make if your health ain't there for you to do it, because you're not putting time into the gym or time into what you're eating. It doesn't matter. Your brain and your time is your most valuable asset. Yes, discipline. So if you don't have the discipline to manage your time, every single thing else is going to be out of whack, okay? Alexandra said she just cashed in 570 euros, which is more than dollars, on the FMCI and hopping into the weekend. Love to hear it, Alexandra. Congratulations. Thank you for bringing me back from my rant, so we can make money, because that's what we're here for.
No, I'm here for it.
Caleb Default said, that's so true. Never think you don't have enough time when all we got is the same 24 hours in a day. Yeah, like I'm telling you, once you start breaking those numbers down and you really start looking at them for what they are, shit get real. Okay, especially the older you are, the less time, the less of that time you have, right? Patience said Bitcoin just hit 70K.
Wow.
Congratulations, Bitcoin, because that is, I believe, a new all-time high. I said going into the weekend.
Yeah.
So yeah, Bitcoin, it just retraced. So it's back at 68.
But they said it was going to hit it by Friday.
Yep, there you go. It hit it at, let's go down to the 1 minute chart.
Video is busting. Everybody trying to get their
It hit it at 1031. So Bitcoin hit new all-time high, 70,000. And you see, look, what did I say? It hit the all-time high. That news came out, and what immediately started happening?
So
selling the news, right? Because by the time that news hits the public, everybody who was in already believing Bitcoin was going to be 70,000 by the end of the week, been in it since the top of the week. Okay? So as soon as it hit 70, they probably had algos to sell it immediately. Selling the news, okay? Lisa Dawson said, I'm on my 18-minute challenge, trading and working out. I know, Dion, you said to pick one, but I'm coming to Miami next month. Hey, love to hear it, love to see it.
I was actually going to say, I was thinking about this. Like, we should, since you and I are in this, like, daily challenge until the 40 days is up because we lost one day yesterday. Phyllis said yesterday we had 41 days. Now we got 40. Maybe we should make it like a money matrix challenge. Like everybody gets into this 18 minute.
Yeah, I mean, look, here's the thing. Now that's why they say
Lisa,
knowledge
are you
is
doing
power.
18 minutes of both? You doing 18 minutes of trading, 18 minutes of workout? You combine the 18 minutes.
Well, no, you can't split the focus on that. That defeats the whole purpose.
I want to make sure, girl, you ain't do 9 to 9, right? Because
18 minutes studying, you know, your Wall Street Academy lessons, listen to the videos, practicing in your playback, practicing in your sim, and then 18 minutes in the gym or 18 minutes on your workout.
make sure she ain't splitting up the time on us.
Yes, focus, okay? So Bitcoin just starts selling off. All right, our 2 active trades for the day. We're up 520 on BlackRock, and we're up $39 on Riot. Okay, those are our 2 active trades for the day, and then we took off $860 profit from the JP Morgan short yesterday. So I've only made 2 trades for the day, BlackRock and Riot, and then we also took $1,000 off the table on that NASDAQ trade. Okay, and then we took $950 off the table on the ES, but we were already down 1,000 in each one of those, so it brought our loss just to $5. Okay, on each one. All right. So congratulations if you are in any of those trades. Gold starting to run. We're up 460 on gold. We're up 270 on crude oil. All right. So our futures are starting to run in our favor. Let's see what happens with those. Lisa Dotson said, "I'm 58th. I owe myself to enjoy." I think she said she's 58.
Yeah.
I owe myself to enjoy now, Dom. Yeah, enjoy it. Listen.
No, she said no, Dom. She was saying like no. Like she didn't split it. Yeah.
Listen. And then also, you know, another thing that makes time more real for you, having kids.
Oh man.
Watching them grow up and watching how fast they grow up just shows you like, yo, time literally is moving. And
sometimes I'll be getting sad looking at them like, oh my God. Like they're really, really growing up and like they're just, it is sad.
Beast Mom, I think that's Phyllis says, well, that was 41 till our retreat on the 17th, not until the yacht day. Yeah, so the 19th, okay, so the 19th is 2 days later, which would have made that 43, which means we only lost 1, so now we're at 42. So you have 42 days left.
Okay, well good. We got more
42
time.
Perfect. Until yacht day.
Needed though.
Until the Miami workshop. So let's do a little mini commercial. All right, so for those of you guys that are new to the show, welcome. Click that subscribe button here on YouTube. Click that bell to get a notification every time we are live. We are here Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Financial news, news and market headlines, market analysis, and we're doing active investments, active day trades, active swing trades. We trade stocks, bonds, options, futures, Forex, and crypto. We also do real-time analysis for anybody watching the show. You can drop whatever you want us to analyze, and we will do it real-time with our algorithms that are powered by AI that we've created in-house, okay? If you want to learn from us, you can join our course. It's called the Wall Street Academy. You can get 50% off by clicking that link and putting in the coupon code Money Matrix as one word. All right. If you want to join our community and just be around other like-minded individuals, completely free, join our Discord. And if you want to get access to our algorithms and actually use the ones that we use every day, and Deontay made $3,800 off of today on NVIDIA, then you can go to algoalpha.ai and purchase the algorithms and use the exact same ones that we use here in the show. Vanessa said, my birthday is April 25th. Hey, a little pre-birthday party. Love to hear it. We're going to be turning it up in the yayo.
So excited for that.
Love it. Okay, what you looking at over there, baby?
The market's kind of turned down. Well, a few of the things I'm in is definitely turning down a little bit. You're projecting this day to end up, aren't you?
Well, yeah, I said it was going to open up and then the later half of the afternoon finish up. That's what the data says.
Yeah, I feel like that's what's going to happen.
The VIX is still down. Equities are still showing up.
Yeah,
so
AMD
probably just selling off a little bit.
Yes, that's what I feel. AMD is up nicely today as well. What time is it? It's 10:40. Meta's up. I did want to, we don't have our graphic, but I did want to show you guys the earnings for next week. They're still working on our graphic, but either way, just to kind of show you what we have next week from an earnings perspective. So as you guys can see, next week there's a lot of companies, but as you can see, it's not a lot of the big movers. And as I mentioned, what's today, March 8th, as we head into the end of March, you'll see less and less and less companies. And then starting the top of March, we'll start to see like the Magnificent Seven and some of the big companies running their earnings again. Okay, so some of the big ones that we're eyeing for next week, one is definitely Oracle. Okay, so Oracle is releasing their earnings Monday after the close. Also Asana as well, just to name a few. And then we have Onan, Kohl's, okay, and then Hydrofacial, ticker symbol Skin, Allbirds, and then going into Wednesday, we have Dollar Tree. Interested to see how that one does. Colgate Palmolive, Williams-Sonoma, Petco, Vera Bradley. Okay, going into Wednesday. And then after the close Wednesday, UiPath, Lennar, they're the home builder. Vroom, I think they're the teeth straightener company. And then Grow Generation. I was actually just looking at Grow Generation. They are a marijuana company. So their ticker symbol is GRWG. I think their stock has been down. We can actually take a quick look at it, but I think their stock has been down a lot over the past year. I know I had owned a bunch of their stock in another one of my accounts. And then Dollar General, Dick's, Build-A-Bear Workshop going into Thursday. Also Thursday, Adobe. That's going to be a good one. Thursday, Adobe, that should be really good to see how their earnings are doing. I know they have been, you know, trying to sprinkle their AI dust as well. Also Ulta, which has had an amazing year last year, also because of their expansion into Target. So you've probably walked into Target and now there's like mini Ulta stores in some of them, which has, I'm sure, panned out very, very well for them. Okay, and then another one which is interesting is Playboy. I did not know Playboy was public
Still around.
or still around. Yeah, so yeah, I didn't know they were still around or public. So they're releasing their earnings as well. So this is just a little list for next week. As you can see, not as much excitement, but still some good things for sure. Okay.
Yeah, so we'll post the earning report graphic in the Discord and
Yep.
have it pinned. Okay, Seesaw says, do you think the State of the Union speech last night has impacted today's market? I mean, it definitely is having some impact as far as, you know, bulls and bears battling against what he said. But nah, honestly, the futures market started tanking as soon as he started talking. So it did rebound off of that. And the news is up. I mean, or the markets are up today. But we called a lot of this stuff out pre-market when we went through that analysis for Beat the Bell. But yeah, I don't think the data doesn't support. I mean, there wasn't any like big drastic thing that he said that he haven't already been saying.
Yeah.
Some stuff he passed. Some say he working on.
I feel like it was a lot of like
You know,
hoorah.
Yeah. More importantly, Powell not saying anything drastic gave everybody a little bit of comfort in the market. Been really charging up since he was talking yesterday. He got way more impact on the market than the president because they controlling the money, literally.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. People are saying DEA is going to reschedule marijuana from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3 in the next couple of months, so that might help cannabis companies. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know what that means. What's Schedule 1?
The level of like how they are weighing it as like a crime versus medicinal versus
Okay. Gotcha.
you know what is it starts with an R, recreational,
Okay.
stuff like that. Okay,
So if it goes to 3, that would be more recreational, basically.
I have no idea.
Okay. I mean,
Which
she's
one it
saying
is,
that would
like,
help.
yeah,
So, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Phyllis said, wait till they go to college, you'll be crying all week. Yeah, I don't think by the
They
time
probably
our
won't
girls
even
get
go to
there, I don't even
college.
think college will be a thing, to be honest. They got, Dawson got 13 years and Demi got 16 years. So honestly, I don't even think college will be around by then. I think everything will be digital, online, or people probably have chips in them
Yeah.
and all of that.
Really quickly, Playboy is trading for 80 cents. I was just really curious. I had to look it up. So it's actually trading. It's trading for 80 cents a share. Yeah, I didn't even know they were around. So.
All right, the algorithm just got into a sell side trade on the NASDAQ. It fell from its second standard deviation all the way back down to the VWAP, but it did just get some buy side support off that VWAP pretty strong. Right now, down $200. And let's see, but it was a pretty substantial sell-off from that second standard deviation, which was 18,432, and it fell all the way down to the standard deviation, which is 18,341. So over 100 points in that fall, but the algo didn't get in until 350. So we shall see if it maintains that seller pressure or if it's just a sell-off mid-morning going into the lunch hour and then charge back up in the afternoon. That's what the data does suggest. We said it was going to be a morning open to the bull side and then probably bull side in the afternoon. Okay? Maybe any thoughts, active trades, because we're coming up on Keep It a Buck soon.
Yeah. So, yeah, see, nothing really. Right now, the market's kind of, like you said, in a bit of a downturn lull here. Definitely looking forward to the evening session to see how a lot of these things start to rebound. But a lot of these are still holding pretty strong. Like SMCI is still at $50. TSM, I don't think we've talked about TSM today, but they've been doing really well. Not sure if you guys, I know Dion had highlighted TSM for us a few weeks ago, so I definitely added them to the watch list. They are currently up about 5% today, so that's another really good one to trade as well. They're up about $7. So that's nice. AMD, we talked about that. NVIDIA. Yeah, so that's where I am personally, just holding a lot of these through the open. Some of these options I'm probably going to exit. Today is Friday. Take the profits, and I can always get back in next week outside of like some of the options that have way further out expiration dates. But some of these have really, really good profits. So the ones that have like, thousands and thousands of dollars of profits, nothing wrong with taking them. So keeping that in mind.
Well, I feel like it's only right you read the next comment.
Yeah. It says, Ms. Rita said, AMD has had a woman CEO since 2014. Happy International Women's Day, and shout out to all the women traders. That's beautiful. Thank you. That is so cool. And I would say, like, to see, and I know we kind of joke about there's like always more women in the money matrix than there is men, and obviously the men are here. But it is really cool to see because for a very long time, women weren't really seen as traders, right? If you ever look at pictures of the floor of the New York Stock Exchange, there was literally never any women on the floor. And if you ever saw like a woman in the picture, she was literally maybe giving somebody coffee or a secretary or executive assistant. And it's really cool to see that with us, even teaching this information, that we're helping to increase the amount of not just women traders, but Black women traders, and just and on top of just women traders in general. So, as women, I did a really cool segment for a news station recently about women and our financial wellness. And it's just really exciting to see more women taking control of their finances. And, many people don't even know it wasn't until a bill was passed in 1974. Women couldn't even have credit cards like in their own name until 1974. Like literally, you had to have a husband and your husband had to get it. And like literally 1974. I was born in 1985. That's wild, right? So, and now statistically, women are making more than some men in some situations. and also typically have higher net worths than men, which is really interesting. So to see some of those statistics when, literally just 40 years ago, 40, 50 years ago, we couldn't even have our own credit cards. So it's really great to see that women are feeling more empowered, you know what I mean, to be able to contribute to the household as well.
Yeah, and I'm glad for you, and we got daughters, so bright futures for them in general, okay? All right, so looking at some of these futures trades, algo is getting a little chop right now. It's kind of battling around this this VWAP, okay, on the NASDAQ. Crude oil just exit the sell side trading, is now on the buy side. Gold is still charging up on the buy side. The 30-year is up 400 and the ZN is up 100. So gold is already trending. It seems like crude oil is trying to trend to the upside. It did just trend to the downside quite substantially. So, we did ride that ride down. Coming over into the stock, we only took 2 active trades today. We're up $806 on our BlackRock trade, and we're up $38 on our Riot trade, okay? Hopping over into Bitcoin, we can see some consolidation right here in the 1 minute. The 3 minute is in a sell, 5 minute is in a sell, 15 minute is in a sell. So if you're looking to trade into Bitcoin through the weekend, I would wait until the shorter time frames, get some buy signals, and then look to potentially ride that ride. But, some strong selling off coming off of that all-time high. So that does make sense. Same thing happened when it hit the all-time high. What was that, like Tuesday, hit like 69, 68,000, something like that. So that makes sense. But yeah, I would wait till those signals get alignment, okay? All right, join the Discord. It's absolutely free. Share the link of this show. It's absolutely free. Encourage your people because at the end of the day, knowledge of these things and exposure, right? Yeah. The earlier we can get exposed to this type of information, this type of access, this type of wealth, this type of daily income generation opportunities, the earlier you can take control of your financial future, right? And that's the key. Is the reason that we started this show was to show people in general, but to show people primarily that look like us, that you can have an opportunity to take control of your financial future and do this every single day, anywhere you have internet access in the world, okay? So congratulations to each one of you that are watching, that are betting yourself, that are trading alongside us, that are doing these things. It also is Friday, so let us know what you did for the week. Drop your wins in the chat so we can celebrate with them for you. Let us know what you did today, because I did see some great runs called out by the algos. So if you guys are in any of those trades, we took 2 active trades on the stock. We're up $800. The futures are battling kind of around break even, but we did take off, a couple of thousand off the table on those equity trades. It's just that we got crushed on the gasoline joint, so it really kind of balanced us out. But again, overall net positive for the day, and it just kind of goes into diversification and risk management. Lisa said this week she up 2,800. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Love to hear it. Love to see it. Congrats. Yeah, keep dropping your wins. We want to celebrate with it for you. This also encourages the newbies, right? Because everybody has to start somewhere. We're all at different points of our financial journey, but it starts with one belief in yourself, one course that you learn from, one strategy that you learn how to execute, one trade at a time. Okay?
Yep, very true. Very true. Well, keep dropping those wins. Would love to see how y'all been doing this week. This has been another really great week in the markets.
Yes, indeed.
No complaints from me for sure. Yeah, it's been a good week. I can't complain personally. It's been good. Well, let's go ahead and hand it over to Dion so he can keep it a buck.
Okay, yeah. So, see something I actually believe in this education. Yeah. All right. So our keeping the buck today is about the one thing. Okay. One of my favorite books is literally called the one thing. And it talks about how humans really cannot multitask, and we cannot multitask well, okay? And the reason that I bring that up is because we talked about the 18 minutes of focus a day to make you, an expert in whatever topic or field you want to, right? But that's going to take focus, and it's going to take discipline. So it's okay to slow the game down and do one thing at a time. Now, you might say, well, the billionaires are diversified and the multimillionaires are diversified and we're trading multiple instruments and asset classes in this show. Yes, because we were able to slow the game down back in the day when we started, and we wanted to learn how to invest, and we wanted to learn how to trade. Then we wanted to learn how to do this instrument and to do that instrument, right? But we did it one at a time. And over time, we had the ability to diversify. So I want you to be able to focus, even if you pick one extracurricular activity, if that just so happens to be trading and investing, focus on that. Don't be trying to do 10 things at once. If you are working in trading, I know sometimes it's difficult because you want to catch this show, do your work for Johnny and Susie and trade and stuff like that. I would encourage you. If you are in the Wall Street Academy, we teach you how to trade futures, Forex, and crypto. Those markets are open 22 to 24 hours a day. If the stock market doesn't work with your schedule, it's okay. You don't have to chase it for day trades and swing trades. You can make some money off of futures. You can make some money off of Forex. You can make money off crypto, and then you can take that money and invest it into your long-term investment portfolio for you to earn stock, et cetera, okay? So today's Keeping It a Buck is being great. Not good, not okay, but being great at one thing, and then you can expand from there, okay? One thing at a time, and you can expand from there. All right, shout out to Phyllis. She says she up $2,443 for the week.
Yeah.
Beyonce said he up another $1,200 today. That's $5,000 in one day. Congratulations. Love to hear it. Love to see it. Keep dropping your wins. Let us celebrate with and for you. Shout out to the algos. Deontay made $5,000 in one day. I know he just got the algos like 2 days ago. So got the algos 2 days ago, and he up $5,000. So congratulations. That's 10 months of algos.
I love it.
Okay, love to hear it. Love to see it. All right.
Well, congratulations again. We're so proud of all of you. Please make sure that you grab your workshop tickets.
Hey.
As we mentioned, next Friday, the price for the workshop
goes back to the workshop.
The live workshop goes back to the regular price. And then the link is there to grab your algos. I think Dion said we're about a week away from the autonomous.
Yeah, so Jason messaged me last night, said he'll have them ready for me to review on Sunday. So after I review them and put them through my ringer, I will feel comfortable releasing them probably, let's call it, the 15th.
Very exciting. And don't forget, if you purchase the bundle with multiple algos, then you'll just automatically receive
that as a free upgrade.
The update. Okay.
Yep.
So faced the SMCI gained 2,500 and took a loss at Costco of over 5, but still holding as I have time on it. Perfect. Yeah, me too. Costco, but I'm actually very, very confident in Costco's return. So very, very proud of all of you. Again, Phil, yeah, you do that one.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys. Congratulations on another great week. We'll keep you guys posted about Monday, as Dominique will be in Austin for South by Southwest, and I will not. So we will keep you guys posted on Monday, especially in the Discord and things of that nature. Okay, so congrats on your wins. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your weekend. Love, light, peace, wealth, great health, and abundance to each of you guys. Congratulations, and we'll see you guys next week.
Yep. Have
Peace.
a great weekend.